Welcome back. The bill to extend unemployment benefits clearing a major hurdle in the Senate today, getting closer to a final vote. And it's a big win for the Democrats and President Obama, who's been jabbing Republicans for not supporting the extension. But my next guest says there are 34 billion good reasons why he's voting against the bill. Senator John Barrasso is a Republican from Wyoming. So, sir, why did you vote no for extending unemployment benefits today?
Well, I think all of us want to extend unemployment benefits, but it should be paid for. It shouldn't be put, like this one was today, as an additional burden on the backs of our kids and our grandkids. We have a $13 trillion debt in this country. We should pay for this. And there is money to do it in the failed stimulus package, money that's not yet been spent out of that program. That's where they should get the money. But, you know, the president, the problem is there are people out of work who can't find jobs because the unemployment rate at 10% is a function of this economy and the policies, the failed policies of this administration.
All right, Senator, but all right, so say you throw 2 to 3 million people off the unemployment rolls. I mean, what impact does that have on, say, their needing to get hospital care? Doesn't that basically crowd the emergency rooms and crowd the, basically, you know, the Medicaid lines? So you're going to basically put more people on Medicaid.
Well, first of all, you know, I'm a doctor, practiced medicine for 25 years. The emergency rooms are jammed more than ever before in Massachusetts because of the Massachusetts health care plan. So if you want to talk about that, we can see huge failures of Obamacare.
But Senator, I'm talking about knocking people off the unemployment rolls, not getting them unemployment benefits, and then those same people, when they need money and they don't have the money coming in from unemployment, basically turning to Medicaid or turning to the hospitals in an emergency.
Many of those people are on Medicaid now. The bottom line is this should be paid for. There is money in the stimulus package that should have been used to do this. I co-sponsored an amendment a couple of months ago to do just that. We could have solved this thing a lot before it ever became a problem by using money that's in the stimulus package instead of throwing this additionally onto the debt. The American people are very concerned about jobs, the economy, the debt, and the spending. That's why America is so anxious right now. That's their biggest fear.
All right.
And with the amount of debt we have and the deficit and the spending, we're looking at what happened in Greece as a coming attraction to what's going to happen in the United States. It is irresponsible. It is unsustainable. We have to get debt under control and the spending under control. So this could have been paid for easily with the stimulus funds.
All right, clearly unemployment benefits are becoming a hot button political issue. The Democrats are going to say, look, the Republicans are acting like cads, knocking people off the unemployment benefits roll, and that's the wrong thing to do when they need the money. And the Republicans saying, look, you are basically acting fiscally reckless, and you know, you're not doing your pay-go rules. Pay-go is pay-gone, where you either cut spending or raise taxes. I mean, is that the heart of the issue?
Well, the heart of the issue is that we have a failed stimulus package. The president promised if it passed, unemployment would stay at less than 8% in the country. It did pass, and unemployment rate still went to 10%. It's a failure of the policies, and when I talk to small business owners, that's the engine that drives the economy in this country. There is so much uncertainty with, you know, cap and tax, which your past guests were just talking about, with the health care mandates and the expenses of that, with increased taxes that these small business owners are very concerned about even hiring new employees. That's why the unemployment rate is so high. It is a failure of this administration's policies. And that's how this administration is going to be judged, on the unemployment rate and their failed policies.
Senator, what do the Republicans say about how do you get Americans back to work? What exactly would you do to fix those policies to get Americans back to work? What specifically?
Well, specifically, you would get the government out of these mandates. The mandates on health insurance is going to be an expensive cost. The EPA coming in and saying we're going to tax you more because of their cap and tax, their issue on carbon dioxide, that's going to be an additional expense on businesses. The additional paperwork in the health care bill, 40 million small businesses are being attacked with that additional expense. The expenses across the board continue to go up, so there is so much uncertainty that small businesses are saying, I'm not going to go to the bank, I'm not going to borrow money, I'm not going to expand my business. The incentives in the health care bill, if you're a small business and you want to try to get one of the tax breaks that the president talks about, the incentives are to actually fire some of your employees and cut the salaries of the other ones on board. That's how you get more of a tax break. That's the wrong incentive for the United States and for the economy. This is a country, a land of opportunity, opportunity to succeed. And when the president talks about redistribution of wealth, and that's what his health care czar has said as well, it takes incentives away. We want to give people incentives to grow and to thrive and to succeed and to hire more workers. That's going to be the answer to this. It's not just paying unemployment benefits forever.
All right. Thank you, Senator John Barrasso. Good to be with you tonight, sir. Thank you very much.